Why hello there, Mr. Anderson336 here. In today's video I'm gonna show you 3 clips, all containing the USS Missouri. Now the USS Missouri was a tier 9 premium battleship that got removed out of the game. Luckily, before she was removed, I managed to pick one up. So in this first clip we sailed to A, didn't really meet any opposition, and half of the battle just passed like that. Now we're approaching B, let's hope we can meet some more opposition here. Yes, very nice. An HMS Belfast. That's very nice of you to show broadside. Yes, more. Thank you for showing your entire broadside. Let me take full advantage of that. And that is the first devastating strike. Yes, indeed it is. That captain was a true British gentleman. He just showed me his entire broadside. What a nice guy. Now I believe that is an HMS Fiji. And, well, the Missouri's 406mm guns don't really care about the lightly armored cruisers. So, fire at will, and yes, that is the second kill. Now, I would go into B right away, but I'm expecting some torpedoes approaching me. Speaking of the devil, here they are. Now, the enemy torpedoes aren't really a problem. Sure, I will eat one. I will just feed the enemy who fired them a little more damage, but I can damage con, and I will also heal. I won't be able to use my heals with the short amount of time there's left anyway, so I might as well use them. The only real thing they do is that it as I was trying to say, the only real thing it does is it kind of messes with my reload, and well, it's only because I have adrenaline rush. It's kind of a bad idea I use my heal here. It will take some time off my, well, add some time to my reload. But anyway, we are entering B and we will secure this cap for our team. We are doing pretty good here, but nothing will happen for a while. Actually, he is a bit of distance away, that buffalo, but well, nothing bad can happen from taking a shot. Will the Yamato sniping practice actually pay off here? That's a good question. This actually looks quite promising. Oh, it always cracks. So yeah, that shot always cracks me up. It's just so perfect. Yeah. Anyway, we're almost done capping B, and we can move to C after finishing this cap. Take the fight to them instead of being this sniper. The Missouri isn't really good at that. Well, that cell went nowhere. Oh well. As I said before, the first ever tier 10 I acquired was my Yamato, and I do believe I have a bit of a Yamato syndrome where I like to snipe from a bit further behind. And the Missouri really doesn't excel at that. You want to get closer, also because you have a 9-kilometer radar you can use to push caps and so on. But I think the most important thing is here, well, I'm still learning. Still practicing to become a better ship captain, and well, isn't that what we all strive to do? Like, become better at the game? Oh well, anyway. Now, I do believe we will show a bit too much broadside here to these enemy buffaloes, and they could probably deal some heavy damage with some AP, so let's start angling again. It's not really a problem that they are HE spamming me, since I do have the assistance of other battleships here, and this is a fair fight. Well, this isn't really fair, because we have bigger guns, and we get magic citadels like that. And we could actually get a Kraken here. The only bad thing about the Kraken is it's not given, it's earned. So I need to land my shots on this target. Unfortunately, I'm going behind the island before I realize it. So he will be in cover of the island very soon. But I just need to take my shots and cross my fingers, but yeah, he's showing broadside to other ships as well, so unfortunately there is no Kraken for me this game. But all in all, I think we did pretty well. We didn't really do anything for the first half of the match, but that's no problem when you play World of Warships, because the matches are longer and they're more drawn out. So even in matches where you really don't do anything in the first half of the match, never lose hope. You can always do something. Let's jump to the next clip. So for the second clip in our Missouri, we have taken it to the C cap. We haven't really accomplished anything here yet. We've only been doing around 45k damage. We've just been sitting around in circles dealing damage occasionally. But it's about time we push this cap. There's a Musashi, there's a Bismarck, and there is an Angry 4 here. That salvo actually looks kinda good. Well, dispersion is on our side and we take out the Angry. So now there's only a Bismarck and a Musashi left. I need to be careful with the Musashi, because he's able to pen my nose and citadel me if I'm not careful here. But the Bismarck is very nice. He's showing his entire broadside, so he will be our primary target for now. I'm not able to do anything frontally on the Musashi anyway. I've seen better dispersion, but it's fine. Get some damage on him. And then suddenly the Angry torpedoes appear. I eat one on the nose, it's not a problem. I can just damage control and we are fine. He actually just helps us here a bit, because he buffs our reload with some time, since we have the adrenaline rush skill. Now Musashi is taking a chance here and is showing his citadel. Unfortunately, dispersion is not on my side and I actually only get one. I could have gotten more here if I would have been a bit more lucky. Might be able to get a salvo more into his citadel if I'm a bit lucky. That doesn't look that penable, but oh well. I'm gonna give it a chance. Take a chance here. We bounce 5 and get 1 citadel, so I mean it could have been better, but I mean we still get 13,500 damage, so that's fine. My plan was actually to ram him here, but I mean let's just sail past him actually. So salute to the good sir, and let's focus on the Bismarck, who's still sitting broadside. And the Bismarck isn't really taking any chances by sitting broadside here, because he has that turtleback armor. And, well, you need plunging fire to citadel him. We ignited the fire on the Musashi. Trying to swing our turret around here. We can take some damage if we end up going broadside, but I think it's worth it. Getting the last turret fired. Take out the Bismarck. And we get a double strike because we had a fire on the Musashi. So, easy or something. Well, I think it's about time we jump to the actual replay, the last clip. Now, for the third and final clip in the mystery, well, replay, because this is going to be a fair bit longer than the 2 first clips. Anyway, we start the replay by shooting at the enemy mystery. It's a bit of a sniping shot here, but then again, nothing can really hurt us here from taking a sniping shot at this enemy mystery. We're currently pushing this flank with 3 other battleships, well, 3 other ships and a few destroyers. The destroyers are trying to take the cap. Now at this point of the battle I need to slow down for a bit, because the Missouri is a relatively fast battleship. She will go 32, I believe. Comparison to the Yamato, by example, will only go 27. Anyway, I don't want to run away from all of my teammates. I want to push as a team. I don't want to encounter the entire enemy fleet on this flank as the first guy, because then I will be, well, focused to the max and even though I am a top tier battleship, I will be taken out fairly quickly. Speaking of the enemy fleet, they do have a Missouri, an Alsace, a Frederick, and a New Orleans over here. Now, of those 4 ships, I need to be most scared of the Missouri and the Frederick, since they have the biggest guns, 406mm. The Alsace might have small guns, but he has a lot of them and can therefore do quite a bit of punishment. Now, we take a shot at the New Orleans, and we actually end up hitting the Alsace and taking out one of his rear gun turrets. Now, there's not a big chance that he will repair them, because, well, he's not on a heavy fire, he's not on fire, he's not flooding, so, yeah. But it's taking out more momentarily. I am actually on my way to show a bit of broadside here, but look at the enemy team, they're also showing broadside, so we just don't need to show hospitality here, we're showing broadside. And that looks like a pretty juicy salvo on the Missouri. Oh, 10k, not too bad. And a citadel with the last shot, so that's very nice. Now the enemies are returning fire here, but that's no big problem, because we are sailing in an angle. And we probably eat a few over penetrations here and there, but then again, we are in a good position. We're sailing an angle, we eat a few overpens, it's no big problem. We still traded better with their Missouri than he did with us, so can't complain. Frank the Cruise is still sailing broadside though, so let's see if we can get a few penetrations on him. Fire 2 gun turrets at him. We do get 1 hit, 0 damage though. So let's fire the last turret at the enemy Missouri. Now, if we look at the minimap, my 2 cruisers are abandoning me. And I'm abandoning the Lyon, who is trying to escape the minimap. Now, even if I stay with my Lyon, if he dies, I'm alone on this flank. And he is only a tier 7, so there's a decent chance he actually might die here. Meanwhile, we're taking a few shots at the New Orleans. And we hit him for around 12k. Can't complain. Now, Citadel would have been 13.5, but we almost got the damage equivalent of that, so... Oh, as I said, can't complain. And we're back to the sniping part. Right now we're sniping for the Missouri's Citadel. I mean, he is sailing broadside. There is a small chance here of us hitting that broadside. Let's use our repair party, regain some health. The Missouri disappeared, so let's see if we can find another target. New Orleans showing almost perfect broadside. That dispersion actually looks pretty spicy here. Is this gonna be spicy? Nope, we only get 1 over penetration. Then again, an over penetration is in the Missouri is 1350 damage, so yeah, could be worse. Now firing the remaining 6 shells here from our last 2 gun turrets. See if we can get some more damage in on him. Do get a penetration and 2 over penetrations. And he is in cover again. Now there is 1 remaining battleship left on this flank, and that will be the Alsace. The tier 9 French battleship. He just fired, so that will mean he will be revealed soon. There he is. And he is kind of showing a lot of broadside, so let's see if we can punish that for a lot of damage. Shots are coming in. But even with 1.9 Sigma, these guns really do disappoint sometimes, and that is one of those times. Now it's true it happens sometimes with the guns trolling you in the Missouri, but it's not that often, so, well, I can't complain. That is an enemy Colorado. Let's see if we can get a salvo on him if we can reload in time. Well, he disappeared, so there's no reason to take that shot. Back to the Alsace it is. Full salvo at the Alsace, but I didn't realize at the time, but he was turning, so this salvo is going nowhere. Then again, it's not about damage, it's about sending a message. Do take some damage here from the Alsace, but it's only fair, because we also shot at him. I found one of our old buddies from before. This is the Frederick Dragosa. He is setting full broadside, so let's see if we can punish that. Oh, come on, Nakato. Don't block me like that, man. Oh well. Let's follow the shots. And we do get a decent hit here from 17k. I would say anything above 5 digits in the Missouri, and you have had a decent hit on the enemy. We will take some punishment here because we got slowed by the Nakato. Now enemy Kronstadt just got punished hard, but it doesn't seem like anybody is able to finish him, so let's make sure he dies. And with an unnecessary citadel, because those are the most fun, right? Now it would appear that the enemy in New Orleans still haven't learned his lesson. We only have 1 turret to fire at him, but that does look quite spicy. Yes, indeed. Taking the New Orleans out of the battle. Who's next on the menu? That's the question here. Now it looks like another old friend from the flank has appeared, and that is the Alsace. Let's see if we can punish that. Now we're not sniping as much as we were in the start, so we're hitting more shots here, and that would be 11k. Very nice. I am sitting broadside to this Dmitry Domskoy, so he could punish me with AP, but yeah. He is firing HE for now, which is understandable. Because you're almost always certain to make damage with HE. Would appear he's not too keen on coming around the corner, which is fair. I can still punish him though. If I can spot him. Just shot the mountain. Now there is no island indicators. That would mean we're actually able to hit him here. See if we can loop the shells. Got a few good hits into his nose. I'll take the damage. We just broke the 100k mark. So that's nice. Also took one of Dimitri's guns out momentarily. Now he's not coming around that corner, so we need to find something else to shoot at here. Because we're still moving forward and therefore giving him... Therefore taking away our angle to shoot him here. Looks like we're about to give broadside to this Alsace and this Missouri. Could be bad. That could be bad. The Alsace is reversing behind the island. Let's see if we can punish him before he does that. Fortunately, our shots fall a bit short and we're not doing any damage to him. And we need to angle here before the Missouri punishes us. We take 4,000 damage. That's one penetration. It's not anything to cry about. I need to figure out here if he's reversing or not. So I'll take a chance and guess he's sailing forwards. And we do actually get a frontal citadel here, which is very lucky, considering that we shouldn't be able to pen the 32mm of front armor he has in that nose. So how that happened, I'm not 100% sure. Well, anyway, we leave the Missouri on very low HP and he gets taken out. And that's when I spot a Fiji chasing our Young. And remember the Young, that's the guy I kinda left on that flank a long time ago. But I mean, he hasn't died yet, so props to that guy for surviving for that long. We shoot a single turret after the Fiji and it was kind of done in a hurry, so I'm not expecting anything here. Now, next guy on the menu is this Alsace, and he is showing broadside. I would say this is actually a win for the Alsace, because I get baited into shooting his broadside, showing my entire broadside, and that's when the torpedoes show up. I could have turned into them, but that would have put me in front of that Dmitry Domskoy around that corner and a destroyer. I might have radar, which I pop right now for some reason. But the Dmitry Domskoy is still there, and well, there is also a destroyer, and I know the Dmitry Domskoy will still have torps. And without the right angle, there is no guarantee I will take him out, so probably did the right play here. Might have eaten a few torps because of it, but I mean, it could be a lot worse. We're still on a decent amount of health here, and there's still a chance to do something in this game. We're approaching 140k, which isn't that much, admittedly, but oh well. The Alsace is still here. Let's see if we can get... Actually, never mind. The Iowa takes him out with a fire. Very nice. I need to get away from this destroyer, because he is dealing some damage to me. He started a fire. To my luck, I do have the India Yankee mounted on my Missouri, which decreases fires by 20%. So this fire is about to extinguish itself, even without the damage control. I do still have 2 repair parties left, so there's still a chance here to regain some health. Oof, the Iowa just ate torps from the Dmitry Domskoy. I actually thought it was the Dmitry Domskoy who took out the Iowa, but I didn't realize it in the replay. I only realized it now that it was actually the Colorado who took out the Iowa. However, I haven't realized that in the replay yet. So, yeah, you probably know what's coming. Now, main objective is to take out this Dmitry Domskoy. But let's regain some health first, because it's off cooldown and, well, I need as much health as I can get right now. All our guns are ready on the Dmitry. Where is he? Where is that boy? Salvo out on the Dmitry Domskoy. And it will of course result in a kill. Now radar is about to come off cooldown. And I do realize on the minimap that there was a ship spotted out here, down here somewhere. So let's pop the radar and see. There's nothing here. Oh, wait, he's right there. Shit. I got so surprised when I played this game and that the Colorado was still alive and he was lurking around down here. Now he's on full health and I have around 25k. Now we're about to enter the brawling zone here with a Colorado. He might be a tier 7, but he's a tier 7 with 406mm guns. Also, we're in a 3 versus 4, so there's no reason for me to ram him. That could only throw the game away. This game is still winnable. So I need to turn hard right so I'm not ramming him. That's one of the perks of the Colorado, because he's not a fast ship. Now he took some damage with his forward-facing turrets. So let's just do a quick sail by. This is a cool camera angle. I like this one. Now he just fired his rear cannons, but he didn't do any damage. That's fine. Now we need to turn hard left and get our guns back on him. This is a very cool camera angle. I like this. Now my goal here, right here, is actually to see if I can take out some of his rear turrets. See if we can put some damage into them. Unfortunately, I don't do any damage to them. I do pick up a Confederate though, so that's nice. But we need to get our turrets back on him. We do have a decent slab of health left, but that's to no use if we are showing a perfect citadel and he will citadel us. We do take a slap on the cheek, but we are alive and that's what's most important. Returning fire. The first shot did no damage. Our forward turrets will take 15,000 of his HP. And we're almost in an angle so he won't be able to do any more damage to us. We do pick up a high caliber and Legend of the Seas. His forward turrets are firing. No damage caused. Our guns are almost ready to fire again. And he is showing a perfect broadside. And we actually end up taking him out of the game. We broke 200k. We have 4 kills. The only thing we don't have is health. Now it is still a 3 versus 3. They do have 2 destroyers and 1 cruiser. We do have 2 battleships and 1 cruiser. It's still winnable. We are ahead on points. But they are taking C, so I need to choke their cap inflow. So I need to move into B. Now my radar is about to come off cooldown, so I will pop that to see if there is anything nearby. And since there is nothing in B, I will try to push into that and take it. So while we're pushing B, Fiji gets momentarily spotted. So I could potentially angle right now and make sure he won't get any damage on me. Luckily for me right now he's behind an island and I need to steer directly for that cap circle. Unfortunately our cruiser gets taken out and it is now 2 battleships versus 2 destroyers and a cruiser. My radar momentarily spots their destroyer, but he's behind an island so there's nothing I can do towards him. That's also good because now I know where he is, now I know there won't be any torpedoes incoming. Now when I'm in the cap circle, I should be able to angle and prepare for the Fiji or the destroyers. I fire a volley at the Fiji, hoping I will devastate him and take him out of the game. Unfortunately, I give too much lead. Luckily, my fellow buddy in the Missouri follows up and is able to take out the Fiji. In the meantime, however, the Fiji managed to damage us together with the destroyer, and we will be lucky if we can survive the incoming volleys. I managed to survive one, but I'm afraid the next one will spell doom for us. And unfortunately we don't even manage to do any damage to that destroyer. Now I probably got too greedy here with the Fiji, because that was a Kraken if I would have devastated him, but yeah, I'm afraid that cost us the game. So yeah, let's just skip to the post-game stats, shall we? And here they are, the post-game stats for the first and the third video. And I think that is just about enough freedom for one video. I do have more laying around, but as I said, I think it is enough. Have an awesome day when you watch this. I thank you for watching. I'll see you around. I'm Mr. Anderson 336, and I'm out.